Hi everyone. Efficiencies and inefficiencies. These are two important concepts in the field of economics and they apply to various economic topics, for example, market structures. So today we are going to simplify the various types of efficiencies and then how do we associate these efficiencies with different market structures so that going forward it is easy for you in the examination to evaluate that why some market structures are known to be inefficient while some market structures are better in terms of consumer and overall market welfare. So let's have a look. I have simplified the definitions, the reference checkpoints for you. So let's start with allocative efficiency. Now remember, allocative efficiency is about the consumer. Allocative efficiency is a concept which talks about that when the businesses, when the price that they are charging in the market takes into account the consumer's preferences, takes into account marginal utility concept, that is where a market structure will achieve allocative efficiency. So what would be our reference point? Remember, in simple words, if price equals marginal cost of production, a business, a firm, a market structure is known to be allocative efficient. So that was about allocative efficiency. Allocative efficiency equals consumer. Remember that. We will come to X inefficiency in a bit. Let's learn a bit about productive efficiency. We have learned in economics time and again that resources are limited, therefore the way they are being utilized, the way resources are being allocated is a lot important. And that is pretty much what we want to understand from the business's perspective. How are they utilizing that production process? Are they causing high levels of wastage or are they efficient enough in terms of minimum input to get maximum output? So how do we define productive efficiency? Productive efficiency is a point at the minimum of average cost. That means when a business is producing at the minimum of average cost curve, we call that market structure productively efficient. And this is such an important point. This is such a strong point that you can use in your evaluation and talk about the difference between perfect versus imperfect competition. Moving on to the concept of dynamic efficiency. Now, dynamic efficiency is about innovations. It is about over time how the businesses, how the firms, they will be making use of new technology. They will be using new productive techniques that will bring in better methods of process and product innovations. Overall, it will be a good news for the consumers. They will get innovative products, better variety, better quality, and for the business as well, because when they use better productive techniques to produce goods and services, in the long run, that possibly should take them closer to productive efficiency as well. So that was about the meaning, the definitions, the reference point when we talk about these three important efficiencies. Let's learn a little bit about X inefficiency, something that we always associate with monopoly power. So what is X inefficiency? X inefficiency means that a business is not producing at the lowest level of their average cost curve. The average cost for the business is higher than what it is required to be at. But then why? Why will a business have X inefficiency? One of the reasons could be they do not have any threat of competition. They have inelastic demand. So they can increase the prices easily and then just pass it on to the consumer. So whenever we are talking about that dominant businesses in the market, something which looks very close like a monopoly power, we talk about that how this sort of market structure can have that risk of becoming X inefficient. Now let's try to apply all these concepts to the diagrams and see if the checkpoints that we have learned about these efficiencies could easily be applied to the graphs. So remember, when we are thinking about allocative efficiency, there is only one market structure which in the short run and in the long run will have allocative efficiency. Price equals marginal cost. That is perfect competition. And why? Because perfect competition firms are price takers, not price makers. They have no strong influence to manipulate the prices in the market. Many suppliers. Then what about productive efficiency? Productive efficiency, we will see productive efficiency being experienced again only in perfect competition But not in the short run. In the long run, when the market is saturated with many sellers and everyone is trying to reduce the wastage, everyone is trying to survive in the market, therefore they have to become productively efficient. So they will be producing at the minimum of AC. So remember, productive efficiency, allocative efficiency, only in perfect competition. Not in monopoly, not in monopolistic competition, and not even with oligopolies. Productive efficiency, perfect competition will have it only in the long run. But when I want to think about allocative efficiency, it will be experienced both in the short run and in the long run by a perfectly competitive market structure. What about dynamic efficiency? Now we are talking about monopolies, we are talking about oligopolies, and we understand that they are price makers, and for them supernormal profits exist. So one assumption that we can take about these imperfect market structures, which actually works in their favor, is that they can use their supernormal profits to research, to develop, and to innovate better products and better production methods that possibly leads to us taking that assumption, taking that understanding that imperfect markets like monopoly, like oligopolies, to some extent monopolistic competition would experience dynamic efficiency. That might not be present in the perfect competition. Why? Perfect competition, a constant pressure on the suppliers to keep their prices as low as possible. So because there are no barriers to entry, so many suppliers, everyone selling perfect substitute products of each other. And because they are price takers, we believe dynamic efficiency is absent in this sort of market structure. So perfect competition, no dynamic efficiency. Allocative, yes. Productive, yes. All right. Let's have a look at the diagrams now. Let's see how do we apply these checkpoints, these knowledge points on our graphs. So the first graph that you can look at is about perfect competition, price takers. Therefore, they will take the price that the forces of demand and supply agree to. And this is the diagram of long run. Price equals marginal cost. Price is intersecting with marginal cost. Yes, allocative efficiency. Price equals average cost, or let's say AR equals average cost. Yes, productive efficiency. They are producing at the minimum of AC curve. This is the point of productive efficiency. So remember, easy for you, use this diagram whenever you are required to be critical about market structures and the concept of efficiency. Let's now have a look at an imperfect market structure. That means we want to have a look at the graph of price makers and then how different would efficiencies look there. So this graph, you can think about a monopoly, for example. I can pretty much use the same graph to try and discuss about oligopolies. So in this case, they have a dominant position in the market. They are strong price makers. Therefore, a downward sloping AR and MR curve. Where do we get our price from? It is always from the average revenue curve. Remember, businesses are profit maximizers, and you can see that the prices that they are charging in the market are greater than marginal cost. So no allocative efficiency because prices are greater than the marginal cost. I cannot see any intersection of MC with the price. Prices are greater, they are making supernormal profits. Are they productively efficient? Let's have a look. So in order for this price maker to be productively efficient, they should be producing at the minimum of AC. That means where MC intersects with AC. They are actually not producing there. Therefore, this is another strong assumption that we make against monopoly or imperfect market structures, that they might not really be productively efficient. And that is where we talk about the importance of contestability and competitive markets. What about the concept of dynamic efficiency? It's a qualitative concept, so we will not be able to show that through a graph, but we can think about it, that how over a period of time when the firms, they adopt dynamic efficiency, they adopt new better technologies, they will be able to reduce their long run average cost as well. So that was all about efficiencies. you can apply this concept. I would say you definitely should be applying this concept to your essay questions, where the questions are asking you to bring in your knowledge about the market structures, their benefits, their advantages for the consumers or for the market welfare overall. I hope you like the video. Have a nice day.